Our topic is bereavement. Bereavement. By the end of the lecture, we will understand what bereavement is, and then what patients go through during, or relatives go through during the bereavement, and then how we will be able to assist them through the bereavement process. In our previous lecture, we were talking about the grieving process, mostly what patients go through when they are anticipating their death, right? Today our topic is bereavement. So without wasting my time, bereavement is a state of loss. So it's more like how people react towards the death of a loved one. So the reaction, the emotional reaction, the physical reaction, the psychological reaction, and all that, right? So it's a normal process, and then it's a natural reaction to a death of a loved one. The death of a loved one is one of the greatest sorrows that can occur in one's life. Yes, so we can react towards a lot of situations in life, right? So sometimes failing in an exam can bring us sorrow. Sometimes having a broken heart. Sometimes there are several other situations. Being diagnosed with a condition or a disease can also bring us sorrow. But the greatest among all this sorrow is when you have to watch your loved one die or your loved one depart from you, right? So, and then this kind of bereavement or grief sometimes also is based on your relationship with the individual who is dead. So most of the time, if the person who is dead is so close to you, like probably your mother, your father, your sister, or sometimes your siblings, most of the time the grieving is intense than when the person is not a close relative, right? So bereavement is just the feelings that we have, or as we try to accept the loss of the loss of a loved person, someone that we love so much. Bereavement is a period of grief and mourning, right? So with bereavement, there are two main things which we are going to concentrate on. We are going to concentrate on grief, and then the other one we are going to concentrate on is mourning, right? So a person who is bereaved most of the time grieve, and then sometimes they mourn, right? When you grieve, it's part of a normal process of reacting to the loss. So most of the time, grieving is a normal process where people respond to the loss, right? So it will not be normal for you to be told that your mother or your father is dead, and then you start laughing. When that happens, we have to send you to either Pantine or Accra Psychiatry. So that is not a normal response, or what do you say, a normal affect. It will be more like a psychiatric condition. So normally it's expected that if we lose a loved one, we will go through a period of grieving, right, which is normal, which gradually we have to overcome. This grieving is expressed in varied ways, right? So we can express it socially, physically, mentally, emotionally, etc., right? So it's expressed. So most of the time, some of the ways people express the grieving is by becoming angry, right? Sometimes they just become angry, and sometimes they will even hold the uniform of nurses or physicians who break the news to them, right? So it's a way of reacting to the loss, right? And then we have to expect it. so that when we are breaking news to them, you also be alert so that we will not get ourselves harmed. And then sometimes some of them feel guilty, right? Especially when they were supposed to provide some needed support for that person and they fail to do so. So sometimes they feel guilty. They wish they had done it before the person dies. And then sometimes they become anxious. Some people become sad to the extent that they withdraw from people. They don't want to take part in activities again. All these are normal response that occur following the death of a loved one. Sometimes some people will even